Hey, what's going on? I just wanted to do a quick video here on all the stuff that's gone on, whatever, in the last 48 hours or so. Now, yesterday morning, Friday morning, I found this news that was running around about the S&P probably getting downgraded that day, and they knew that upon market open. And I sent that around on Skype to some guys like Darren, uh, Tomahawk Ranger, and F Town, and those guys. And that was on Rand Squawk, where they said, "Oh yeah, we got some rumors here that the S&P is going to be downgrading the debt anyway." Well, so Thursday we had the Dow was down 500 points. Yesterday it was actually down almost 300. So they kept all this buried until after the market closed for the weekend as usual, just like they do all the bank closings. They don't want anybody focusing on that during the day, right? So it just shows, what a bunch of weasels all these people are, just bottom line. And now they're out running around saying, oh well, that doesn't really matter. That's just a little technicality. Really? Well, then why was it leading up to this? Everybody was so scared about the debt being downgraded. But now it's no big, now that it's happened, it's no big deal now, right? No, it is a big deal because the only backing, the only value that the dollar has at all is the fact that it is, well, it's the world reserve currency and has a AAA rating. Well, now it doesn't. I don't care if they downgrade it a 1 grade or 10. It's no longer a solid credit rating because bottom line, they know they could never be paid back. They're never going to pay any of this debt back. And the cuts that they made, what makes me laugh now, these GOP and the politicians and stuff, they're all blustering about, oh yeah, well, Geithner, oh well, he needs to get out of there now. Really? Why don't you all a bunch of politicians, why don't you all resign? Because you've all been there. And these guys act like little kids, these politicians, and from Obama on down, they act like a bunch of little kids. And then as soon as something happens, they point the fingers. Well, you all voted for it. You voted for this non-cut 10-year baloney program of huge new spending, 17 trillion new debt from 14 to 17, and there's no real cuts, and everybody can see that. There's no real cuts in any of this. There's no cuts in spending increases. Oh, there's going to be cuts to everybody's social security and the meager little things that people get they've been paying into all their lives. That'll be cut big time, sure. But the government's not going to be spending any less until they suddenly will be, until they suddenly collapse here. But these politicians just get you. I mean, they just get me. These damn bunch of liars, a bunch of clowns, and they work this deal, and now they're acting like they're surprised that the credit rating's downgraded. No, this is going right into the end, the very end game with all this. And this is basically what people are going to feel is suddenly everything they have is going to be worth 30% less. Dollars, bank accounts, your 401k just lost its credit rating. I don't care. It's not going to, the value's going down. Just like with everything else. The values are everything are going down while prices go up. And the store is ridiculous anymore. The grocery store stuff in there is insane. Stuff's up 50% over what it was. They tell us we got no inflation. Stuff's up 50% of where it was a year ago in the stores. And I don't know how families with little kids are doing it really, but and now there's this other story about the rest of SEAL Team 6 getting killed in Afghanistan in a helicopter accident, on the damn tarmac. And anybody knows that stuff knows that anytime one of those helicopters is going out, they get worked over. I mean, how many people have gotten your car out of the shop and it explodes at the dealership? That never happens. But yeah, so they wiped out the rest of SEAL Team 6. Gee, I wonder why, to shut them up about what really happened with all this bin Laden nonsense. Just like Benazir Bhutto had to shut her up too because she was talking. Everything's so fake, everything's just so fake. So Yeah, but what can you do? You know, get your stuff together. You know, get your own self together. Don't worry about these clowns and what they're saying. You know, and a bunch of liars. I mean, hell, you know, if people like me and you know what's going on, but the rest of these people, they're all PhDs and they're, you know, lifetime journalists and everything, and they're completely surprised every time something happens. Yeah, give me a break. Yeah, they all know too. They all know exactly what's going on. So, anyway, I figured I'd just drop you a quick video and tell you my thoughts on this stuff, and I'll show you. I'll show you what was running around yesterday morning that I posted to some people about this S&P. They kept that under wraps until after the market closed again. Um, anyway, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.